I've touched on this a little bit. It touches both data and finance as well as, cohort versus periods. This was in the early days of MoneyLion, and we were going through a fundraise, and I was also setting internal targets for the company. But I found that I was just missing the mark, really just not forecasting well. I was not doing my job well. And as I thought fundamentally about what I was getting wrong, I realized, none of the targets that I was giving were useful to the product teams, to the teams internally. And they were managing the business completely differently. They were looking at a set of users that came in last week and said, okay, what are they doing the following week and the one after? And really starting from how is the business being run and how's that driving output was the penny drop moment for me. And that's when I really discovered the power of cohorts, right, which I talked about a little bit. I sat down with a product team and said, just tell me how you are thinking about the business. And so we started from looking at users and their behavior over time versus worrying about which time period in the year we were in, March versus April. And then I zoomed that back out because you don't quite need daily, weekly detail in the model. I picked up monthly cohorts for our users and looked at their behaviors over time. And lo and behold, I found that it was a much better predictor of our revenues, much better predictor of financial performance. And so really changing our forecasting methodology entirely on its head to start with the customer was a major unlock for me, and one that I use till date.